What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the live stream, the first live stream I've done in a while. I can't even remember the last time I did a live stream on YouTube before. I don't even remember how this works. I'm sure a couple people are probably going to tune in. And when they do, I'll be able to read the chat. But at the moment, I'm out here filming videos. I just knocked 2 videos out of the park, and each of those videos I'm going to get a separate video out of, so that's 4. And then I'm going to go back to DYDSS headquarters because I just got a whole bunch of camping supplies, and I want to do a couple reviews. One of which is more of a winter camping supply, so I don't even want to think about it. But I'm gonna. It's hot, you know. It's mid-July. I don't even want to think about winter camping supplies. I'm sweating just thinking about it. But anyway, I'm out here in the woods filming a couple videos, and I'm about done for right now. So I figured, you know, while I'm out here, wrapped up pretty quick, maybe I'll come on here and do a quick live stream. If anybody is gonna end up in the chat. Lon, welcome aboard. Long time no see. Wow. Wrench gang, I see the wrench there. Hot, what does that say? For some reason, it's not letting me. I saw something about the weather. I gotta figure out, this is different than the way I used to do it. I guess YouTube has changed certain things. Been busy, my friend. Yeah, I have been incredibly busy as well. It has been absolute chaos. See, I can see the chat when it pops up, but why can't I scroll up and see what I missed? There's a little chat icon button, but when I'm clicking it, it's not working. It's a different, anyway. Is what it is. It's been a long time. I guess I'm rusty. I'm rusty when it comes to streaming. But anyway, out here in the woods, just filming. And I thought about this yesterday. I thought about, hey, you know what? If I have anything left in the tank after I'm done filming tomorrow, I'm gonna go live for a little while. I've been trying to keep up with your adventures. Yeah, but I've been trying to keep up with myself, if I'm gonna be honest with you. It's been wild. But, you know, I'll walk and talk. I can't stand in one place all that long. So this is where I come to film my videos. 9 times out of 10, this is where I go. So this is what it's like doing an IRL stream, as they call it, as the kids call it nowadays. An in real life stream where people walk around streaming. Never really walked around streaming before. I've walked around filming. Never walked around live streaming before. Not that I can recall. Did about a 5-minute live stream at a library one time, but I just wanted to test it out. Anyway. This is where I come film my videos. 9 times out of 10. Don't really film indoors anymore. I filmed a couple of videos from the car. I really wish I can scroll up. Oh well. Just figured I'd come on here and didn't really prepare for a live stream. I thought about it yesterday. I thought if I have anything left in the tank tomorrow after I'm done filming, I'll go live, see if anyone's on the internet, see if anybody wanted to do like a live Q&A or a live conversation. So here I am. Now I film a lot of videos out here, and nothing has occurred, but Watch this be the day something ridiculous happens while I'm live and I can't, don't have the ability to edit. Friggin' rabid raccoon comes out at me or something like that. So yeah, I got some camping supplies yesterday. Well, I got them a couple of days ago. And as soon as I'm done streaming, which don't know if anybody's really going to tune in, but whenever I'm done, whether it be a short stream or a long stream, I'm going to go back. Your stack coming? What camping supplies did you get? The stack is exactly where I left off. I haven't really picked anything else up. And what was the other question? Was it the camping supplies? I got mainly some stuff for the car, because I've been doing a little bit of car camping every here and there. I got a pretty serious sleeping bag. It's one for brutal winter camping. So it's one of those things where I don't even want to think about that middle of July. But I got it because I got a really good deal on it, and I kind of wanted to get things in advance. That way I could just kind of keep it in the trunk. And my stack is the same too. Had to hold off a bit. Yeah, I'm holding off entirely. Yeah, I just wanted to get some stuff in advance. I got a small compact shovel, almost like a snow shovel. I don't think it's really supposed to be a snow shovel, but you can use it as one. Really small, foldable, compact shovel to keep in the car. Things like that. A couple other things as well. And, a nice big box of stuff. So I'm going to be going back, grabbing those things, doing a review later on. My car emergency supplies are coming along nicely. That's good. Yeah, a lot of people fall short when it comes to stuff like that. And the cool thing about camping or prepping is that a lot of the time they go hand in hand. A lot of prepping supplies are really just camping supplies, if you think about it. So that's one of the stuff that I got. Some stuff that I think would make sense for a lot of people. I think, I bought them for me. I didn't, buy them for any other reason, but I'm going to make a little review video out of some of the camping supplies, because I think that not only can they be camping supplies, they could be prepping supplies, because a lot of the time they go hand in hand. That's what's cool about prepping. All you have to do if you want to get into prepping, first things first, think camping. What would you need to go camping for a weekend or for a week? I think that's a good place to start. I wish so bad that I can pull the chat back up. There's got to be a way to do it. There's a chat icon. I don't know why I can't do anything with it. Oh well. This is where I want to go. I hope there's nobody over here. Oh, yeah, of course, there's a woman standing over there. Never mind. Mini propane burner. Ah, it's funny you say that. That's very similar to one of the other things that I got that I forgot to mention. It's a butane camping stove. Or cooking stove. It doesn't have to be for camping. Could just be for summer. So my goal was to go a little bit over there to the left. But of course, that's where a woman chose to just stand. Oh, She just noticed that I'm streaming. She's walking away now. She's like, oh, make way for the streamer. I want to go over here. Nice little view. One thing that really bugs me though about coming out here, I mean, nothing bugs me about coming out here, but what bugs me is looking down and seeing people leave their, you know, water bottles and stuff like that on the ground. I'm like, man, it costs $0 to throw something in the garbage. Like, that bugs me. And every time I come out here, I mean to bring a bag, because there's this outdoors type of, I don't know who started it or where it's exactly from, but I've heard people say, leave it better than you found it. So a lot of people say you should bring a bag and, you know, pick up like 10 pieces of garbage if you're gonna spend the day in the park or a hiking trail or something like that. I mean, there's like little, you know, Black and Mild cartons laying around. I hate that, man. Anyway, it is what it is. You know, for a nice mid-July day, it's actually not too brutally hot. I don't know what the temperature is at this specific time, but it's not too bad. And it has nothing to do with me being shaded by all these trees. It's just like we got a break from the heat and the humidity today, I guess. Although heat and humidity don't really bother me all that much. Don't get me wrong, I would prefer dry heat, but I would also prefer humidity over snow. It's all about counting your blessings. I tell people that all the time because I'm constantly working with like truck drivers and people. They come into, I work in a warehouse, so, you know, and it's this hot, humid warehouse. And anytime like an outsider comes in, they're like, God, it's hot in here. And I was like, yeah, you're telling me. But I'm counting my blessings that I'm not a roofer or something like that, because that is a whole lot more hot and humid than a warehouse. Then again, whoa. What did I just catch? Oh, can I not zoom in on the live stream either? I thought I could. Whatever. I'm not used to this, man. I don't stream anymore. I barely even film anymore. I'll retire eventually. In fact, I believe that will be, I think that's the video I'm posting on August 1st or 2nd. I just filmed a couple videos and I have something locked and loaded and ready to go about retiring from the internet. So let's see. I was hoping this would turn into a bigger Q&A or something like that. Says we got 2 people watching. I'll sit right here. You know what? I actually have some silver in my pocket. Got a 5-ounce bar and I think a silver eagle. I was about to film another silver video too, which I'm gonna do after I do the camping supply video. Let's see. Looking forward to the next vids. Yeah, I'm looking forward to posting them. Not looking forward to making them, though. Wish the videos could just make themselves. Here we go. There's some action. So I work with a guy who he dog sits for one of his friends, and his friend goes out and he races sailboats. I thought that was pretty interesting. I've never met somebody that races sailboats before. Nor have I ever met somebody that dog sits for someone while they go out and race sailboats. Pretty interesting, I guess. Yeah, I work with a lot of interesting people now. Got a new job less than a year ago. Got transferred to a completely different location less than 6 months ago. 4 months ago. And I got transferred to a different part of the state, which I've really never been to before. They told me what town I was going to, and I said, where the heck is that? Never even heard of that place before. They were like, oh, it's in this other county. I'm like, oh my God, I could go to another freaking county? And thank God that happened the way that it happened. You've moved? I missed that. I did not move. I just have to drive a lot farther now. The lease was up on the building where I used to work, and I knew that before I even got the job. I knew that they were gonna transfer, and my original plan was to use that job as a part-time job, because I was already working a full-time job that I hated. But I was like, all right, money's money. You don't have to like it. And then I got here as a temporary part-time job because I knew that the lease was going to be up. And I was like, all right, I'll just ride till the wheels fall off. But they ended up offering me full-time, so I took it. And I took my full-time job, stepped down to part-time, which at this point I'm barely even there anymore. I'm only at my full-time job now, 6 days a week. Really like it. And when the lease was up and they transferred people out, you didn't really get a choice where you ended up. They send you where they send you. And I just happened to get sent pretty far. But I have not moved. My address is still the same. I just make the drive every day. And but I like the town that I got transferred to. I actually like it enough to move to. I know that as soon as I move there, I'm gonna get transferred to somewhere closer closer to where I currently live now. So yeah, I'll stay where I'm at. I'll stay where I'm at, and I'll work where I'm at. I'll stay where I'm at, and I'll work where I work. If I move, I move. If they transfer me, they transfer me. I don't care. You can afford the gas. Can afford it. Don't enjoy paying for it, but yeah, it's not that bad though. Got a new car too. Really, really, really good on gas. I fill it up every week even though I don't need to. By the time 7 days go by, I still have a third left. So, not bad. Yeah, no. Lots changed in the last year. New job, new car, new town, new goals and strategies. Let's see. But yeah, I've been going camping like every other week basically now. Cuz I have 1 day off. I could have 2 days off. Sundays are optional days to work. Sunday is optional, but because it's optional, they offer you time and a half, so it would be irresponsible of me to not take advantage of that. So I work Sundays. But I do have one day off, and usually the night before my day off is when I go like camping, like car camping. Like every other week, pretty much. I like it. Just like being away from everybody, getting away from the world, away from the noise. And yeah, it's all about growth. I'm doing things and enjoying things that I never thought that I would do or enjoy. And I'm really, what's the word? And nowadays I do things begrudgingly that I used to love doing. But I definitely like camping. I definitely like getting away. And you know what? Here's something that I wasn't going to mention this on stream. I was going to wait for the video to say it, but whatever. I'll say it anyway. I haven't really done winter camping before. I've camped in like November. Not this past November, but I've camped in the month of November before. Cold, but not miserably cold. I have not ever camped December, January, or February, coldest months of the year. I have not camped during those months before, ever. Something tells me, now I could be wrong here, I have camped during the hottest months of the year. Something tells me it's easier to stay warm when it's freezing cold than it is to stay cool when it's hot. Greetings from Puerto Rico. Greetings! Wow, we have already gone international. Welcome to the stream. We are now New Jersey, Texas, and Puerto Rico, all in one. We are, you know, some of us watching, we're in different time zones, different parts of the world, but here at the same time. I will say that that's one of the very few things that I still like about the internet. It's cool to that can happen. I woke up to with 6 inches of snow one morning while camping. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I could be wrong. I haven't done any like brutally cold winter camping before. I've never done that. But in recent weeks, I have been camping, car camping and stuff during some of the hottest points of the year. Like last night, for example, was it wasn't miserable, but it wasn't, you know, the most pleasant because of the heat. But something tells me, I could be wrong, but something tells me it's easier to stay warm while camping in the bitter cold than it is to stay cool during the brutal hot summer months. Only reason I say that is because in the winter, like, you can always add layers. You can put a sleeping bag inside of a sleeping bag if you needed to. You could put a hat on top of a hat. You could put a coat on top of a coat. Left the tent flap open and had flooded the entry, it looked like it said. It's bothering me that I can't friggin' scroll up. I don't know why. I could see it. It pops up on screen. It sits there for 5 seconds. And then the friggin' chat goes away. I don't know why that's happening, but... hang on. I'm gonna get to moving around a little bit. Don't want to stay in one spot for too long. Weird, I can read mine as always. Yeah, maybe I'm just doing something wrong, I don't know. Hang on, let me, we'll say this though. Tick season is no joke. That's actually why I'm getting up and moving around. If I'm getting up and moving around, I think I'll be all right. But if I'm sitting still on this bench, I saw 2 ticks on my jeans already. So I'm gonna start moving around. I'll come back. I'll do a lap and I'll be right back here. But yeah, I don't know if anybody has a great deal of experience when it comes to camping in a variety of in like different climates and stuff like that. But tell me if I'm wrong. As someone who has only done camping, I've camped spring, summer, and fall, but I've never camped in like the coldest winter months. Am I right or am I wrong in my assumption? I don't know, I'm just assuming. Is it easier to stay warm during the brutally cold months than it is to stay cool during the hot, humid summer months? Am I right or am I wrong there? I don't know for sure. I'll find out this winter when I experience it myself. Better to layer than uncover. Yeah, because it gets to the point where you run out of covers to uncover. That's what I'm thinking. It's like, what do you do when you're just laying there, windows cracked open, fan going, no covers, and it's still so hot you could barely breathe. At least in the winter. I know winter's not the most, comfortable time to be camping either, but like, what if you have, like a down winter coat and a blanket and a sleeping bag, maybe even one of those like portable space heaters or whatever. If it was that cold, I don't know. I don't think I would need a space heater. I think I could make do with the new sleeping bag I just got. I just got a new sleeping bag, and that will be that's going to be a review video. I'll be posting. I haven't even filmed it yet. I'm going to be posting that the first week of August. Within the first couple of days, I think that's going to be August, either August 3rd or 5th. I don't remember. I have a list in my phone of that's what I do. Every time I come out to the woods, I try to film like at least 1 week's worth of videos. That way I don't have to do this every day. I don't even want to do it every week. I don't even want to do it at all, to be honest, a lot of the time. But hey, I have a job to do. It's my job. I don't love waking up at 4 a.m, leaving at 5, and getting to work at 6 and working my entire day away either. But hey, got to do what you got to do. Your job is your job. And if you're going to do a job, you should at least do a good job. That's how I see it. Hey, gotta run. Great. See you in a live chat. Looking forward to the next vid later. Thank you for tuning in, Lon. I appreciate you being here. Wrench gang for life. I appreciate that. And just a heads up, I'm finally, I've been wanting to do it for years, but I've been wanting to get a podcast started for the longest time, and I found someone that is going to either be, he's going to be a reoccurring guest, but who knows, at some point in the future, maybe he'll be a co-host. Don't know. But as of right now, he's going to be a reoccurring guest. We're going to do like somewhat of a financial / life podcast, and that will be in the VIP club. So there's that. Thank you, Lon. Appreciate that. I don't know if there's anybody else still here. I would have liked to do somewhat of a live Q&A if anybody has any questions. If anybody wants to talk about anything in particular. I don't go live all the time. Last time I went live was, I think, like over a year ago, or maybe not that long ago. It's been quite a bit of time though. I don't do live streams, so this is kind of like a rare occasion, and I was hoping we could make the most of it. If anybody has any Q&A type of questions, or if anybody had anything in particular that they wanted to talk about. I should have put like live Q&A in the title or something like that, but wasn't thinking that far. Let's see. Yeah, I really wish I could scroll back up. I don't know why I can't. It's kind of stupid, but whatever, I guess. Nope. Okay. All right. So I encourage viewers, let me know in the chat if you have any questions. Oh, let me point the camera this way so I don't get the jogger. That song sounds familiar. All right. We'll be honest, if I'm gonna end the stream if we're not, kind of getting anywhere, because I don't want to, just walk around for no reason when I could be walking around, filming a video that I could post. So I'll give this another try. I'll give it another minute or so. If anybody has any questions, let's get some questions asked in the chat. I'd like to do a live Q&A if anybody has questions about, kind of like the world of money or camping, prepping, stuff like that. Let's see if we can get some questions rocking and rolling while I get some exercise out here. Fresh air, sunlight, and exercise. I believe that trifecta is the superior medicine. I believe that trifecta, 9 times out of 10, can heal and prevent most problems. Obviously not 10 times out of 10, but I think it can fix a lot of problems. And I think it can prevent a lot of problems from having to be fixed anyway, in the first place. You know what's better than solving a problem? Preventing a problem that needs to be solved. But yeah, fresh air, sunlight, exercise, man, I'm out here every week. Every week I come out here, I'm out here for hours. I love being outside. I love being away from everyone and everything. Yeah, occasionally there will be somebody walking their dog, or occasionally there will be somebody jogging past. A couple weeks ago, there were a couple kids out here riding their bikes. It's fine. That's different than being, with the general public and, a bunch of people and all the noise and having to deal with people. And see, I've come to the conclusion human beings are the problem. I think that's what the problem is, man. Everything that goes wrong is caused by us, and it's just so loud and stressful. And I've noticed over the years that the less time I spend around a lot of people, the happier I am. And I'm pretty happy to begin with. But when I come out here and just get away from the stress and the aggravation in the world and all the noise and the chaos and this just negative energy and problem-oriented people and all this like nonsense, I've noticed my quality of life has gone up dramatically. And there are a lot of things that I have done and a lot of changes that I've made in my life You know, I get told by so many people, like right before or earlier this year, before I got transferred to my new location at work, I was sharing some of the things that I do outside of work, and I was told by people, like, they're like, man, I don't know how do you do that? how do you live that way? I was like, I don't know, this just works for me. So when it comes to, I don't know, I just have a very different way of viewing the world, and I have a very different way of living life. And how I view the world and how I live life is very different than the way most other people do things. Hey, do we have a buck this time? A young buck. See, this right here, this is what bothers me. This is why I want to get away from society. I'm going to come back with a bag, and I'm going to pick up a little bit of garbage. I don't have anywhere to put it right now, but yeah, no, point being is time goes by. The happier I am, being more of, I guess, an introvert. I've been an extrovert my whole life. You know, before I, turned into the video guy, my grandfather was always the one walking around, filming. He had this big bulky camcorder type of thing. He'd film like birthdays and holidays and, fishing trips and stuff like that. And he was always the one walking around with the camera. And there's pictures of me, or videos of me as like 4-year-old. He's, walking around filming the whole family, and I'm jumping up and down trying to get in frame. I was always, hey, put the camera on me. Hey. Let me tell a story. Let me tell a joke. Let me make faces in the camera. Been like that since I was a little kid, man. Spent my whole life like that. And then when YouTube came around, you just inject that with like steroids and just be, bigger, better, louder, crazier, and all that. And just, you turn the being an extrovert into like an extrovert times 12, basically. And the last year or two, I've actually been enjoying being a little bit more of an introvert, I guess. Which brings us to a video that I will be posting either at the end of the month or early August. I don't remember what number it is. It's going to be titled Retiring from the Internet. Talking about something that I'm conflicted with. Half of me wants to take over the world. The other half of me just wants to move into a small little cabin in the woods, or even a friggin' cargo van for all I care, and just throw my camera in the friggin' water. Pablo Escobar. I like it. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the stream. A very, very unplanned stream that nobody was expecting, and I wasn't even really expecting. I thought about it yesterday. I was like, hey, I'm going to go out in the woods tomorrow. I'm going to film the videos that I was already planning on filming, and if I have any energy left in the tank, I'm going to hit the go live button, and I'm going to just, walk around and do a live stream. So it wasn't really planned. If we go live, it's surprising. Yeah, no, I surprised myself. Recently I've tried to spend the smallest amount of, or not even just recently, for like the last year, I've tried to spend the smallest amount of time on the internet as possible. I spent way too much time on the internet, and a little over a year ago, it was last summer, I think it was last June, maybe, I don't know. It was last summer though. I remember I filmed 2 weeks worth of videos in like one day, just so I can take 2 weeks off and not have to worry about or think about filming or editing or posting. Filmed 14 videos, scheduled all 14 to post, one today, one the next day, the next day, the next day, for the next 14 days. And I took those 14 days of just not even touching my camera. And it was the best and worst thing that I've ever done, because number one, it was just a nice reset, refresh. But two, it made me realize how much I don't like being on the internet. And I've been on the internet begrudgingly ever since. So yeah, I haven't live streamed in the longest time. I can't even remember the last time I live streamed. Don't even remember. I've just been enjoying life, spending as much time outside as possible. The last couple months I've camped like maybe once every 2 weeks for the last few months. On average, like every other week, I'll go camping on my my last day of work for the week, and then when I wake up, it'll be my day off. I'll wake up, come out here, film some videos, go home and upload them, spend the rest of my day off kind of recharging and setting myself up for my first day back at work. That's kind of what my my routine has been. Walking in the woods are great for the mind and body. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. I believe it was before you showed up, I had mentioned that, in my opinion, now I'm no doctor, so I don't know, but in my opinion, I believe the trifecta of fresh air, sunlight, and exercise, which right now I'm getting all three simultaneously, I personally believe that that trifecta is the superior medicine, which can heal and also prevent most problems. Not all problems, but most problems. Too much internet isn't good. Yeah, no, believe me, I'm one nonsense day away from cutting the internet altogether. I'm not really a fan of any internet at this point. Couple things I use the internet for, but I'm having immense difficulty continuing to be an internet person. It's not what it used to be, and it's not as fun as it once was. Nor is the... See, I have something, this is what I call it this at work. You know, while every channel, great content. I appreciate that, thank you. I have this thing at work because the next step up for me, promotion-wise, I'm trying to calculate, and I call it the BS to money ratio. You know, I was told by my former manager, she told me, she said, don't do what you're doing long term. Start inquiring about the next step, maybe like come January. She said, don't sell yourself short. You're capable of a lot higher up, moving up higher. And it's all fine and dandy. It's quite a bit more money, significantly more money. Like change your, well, I don't want to say life-changing money, but a lot more money, but at the same time, a lot more BS, which I'm willing to put up with in a lot of cases if the BS to money ratio makes sense. Am I going to be taking on 10 times more BS for only, I don't know, maybe 25% more money? If that's the case, no thank you. I'm not interested in a massive headache for a small pay raise. It's got to be a massive pay raise to deal with a massive amount of more BS. I like what I'm currently doing right now. I'm anti-complacency. I'm anti-comfortable. I'm a big believer in progress and moving up and continuing to climb, take steps in the right direction, and eventually, getting to where you want to go. I'm a big believer in that, but I'm not a big believer in completely depleting yourself for just a tiny bit more money. So I'm interested in the next step up, promotion-wise, if the BS to money ratio makes sense. See, what I like about my current job is it's a promotion, and the BS to money ratio. Silver Dart, welcome aboard. Good day, Mikey. Any blueberries or raspberries around? Man, I wish I'd be snacking right now. I live in New Jersey, so the closest thing we have to blueberries in the woods is probably a dead body hiding over there somewhere. Know your worth, absolutely. Oh, but here's the last thing I was going to say about that. What I like about the promotion that I just got, well, first and foremost, for the last 3 months, I had been filling the shoes of this position. So I was only a temp. I was only a temporary person for this role. And I did it for the money that I was making before. I didn't get a pay raise to fill the shoes because this wasn't technically my position. I was just a fill-in. So I was doing it without even getting more money out of it, even though I was technically a step up. And thankfully, thank God, I was able to pull some strings and get the permanent role. No longer a fill-in, like I am that position is now mine. And what I like about this position is the BS to money ratio, which is what I was saying before. It makes sense. And the way things have been for me over the last 3 or 4 months is it's actually less BS than I was dealing with before, and a little bit more money than I was making before. See, usually with most promotions, it's like, all right, a little bit more BS for a little bit more money, fine. This was actually a little bit less BS for a little bit more money. So it's like I won in a couple of different ways, in my eyes anyway. Most people hate my position. See, I work 6 days a week, and I have one guy who covers my day off, and my God, he refers to it as hell on earth. And I was like, dude, it's not that bad. And he's like, yes, it is. Like this, I hate this. I'm like, all right, well. And I trained somebody else to be my backup as well. And he hates it too. So most people, for whatever reason, I don't understand it, because I like it. Most people hate it. So I'm like, well, that's good news for me, because if this isn't exactly a job position that everyone's fighting over, it made it a little bit easier for me to actually get the spot, to get the permanent position. And not only that, it's not like I have a line of people waiting at the door to replace me. Nobody wants to replace me. They say, thank God he likes it, because I don't want to do it. So, I don't know. Everyone hates my job for some reason. I personally like it. I enjoy it. I thoroughly enjoy it. Let's see. So I'll say it again. If anybody has any questions, please ask them in the chat. I've been live for almost an hour. Wow, it's been an hour already? 50 minutes. if anybody has any questions, like Q&A questions, please feel free. Ask away in the chat. Obviously, if it's something that makes sense for the channel, or even if it's just like other stuff outside of, you know, money or whatever, money, prepping, camping, stuff like that, anything beyond that. You know, I've done live streams in the past before where people ask me the most random questions about, you know, something that they're dealing with in their personal life and how I would respond to it or how I would handle it. So it doesn't even have to be related to what this channel is even about. It could be something else. So if anybody has any questions, whether it's on topic or off topic, feel free to ask away. Also, as soon as I get past here, I can't really see that chat. I got the sun in my eyes. Another jogger coming up. Let me step to the side. Okay. Let's see. Right over here. Did you say New Jersey? Thank you for the walk. Yes, I did say New Jersey. I did say New Jersey. This is the great state of New Jersey that I'm currently in. If you look closely, you'll probably see an arm or something like that floating down the river. Yep, no. New Jersey, born and raised, spent a little bit of time in Pennsylvania. And when I retire, I have my eyes on Florida. I would move to Florida today. I would move to Florida yesterday if it weren't for my job. I really like my job. And unfortunately, my company it's based in the Northeast. So we don't have any Florida locations. And I like the company that I work for. I like the position that I have. And it's, you know, ever since I started like 11 months ago with this company as a part-timer in addition to my full-time job. Made the switch, turned my full-time job into my part-time job. My part-time job turned into my full-time job. I've gotten 7 job title changes in the last 11 months. Got my footing now, and still technically, you know, on the newer side, but I'm becoming a little bit more deep-rooted at this point. Worked my way up quite a bit, and I really like it. I've been given pretty much everything I've asked for and more. I'm grateful, thankful, and appreciative of that. And most important thing is my pay is what I consider fair. They're not pouring money on me by any means, but fair, very, very, very fair pay for what I'm doing. A lot of perks and bonuses, health, vision, dental, an HSA, health savings account, triple tax advantaged, by the way, a 401k, which is also tax advantaged with a company match. I'm very, 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 very satisfied and grateful for the job that I have. So, you know, yeah, I always say, do the pros outweigh the cons and stuff like that, and you got to weigh out, you know, what the upside is, what the downside is, and I like, Even though I'm not the biggest fan of New Jersey, I like living in New Jersey with the job that I have more than I would like living in Florida with a different job. So as of right now, I'm going to stick with the company that I work for and stay in New Jersey. But before I die, I will be a Florida resident, that's for sure. Whether I spend my entire career with this company and move to Florida in like 30 years, or if I have a change of heart a couple years down the road and you know, and move sooner than expected. I don't know, but I really like Florida, and that's where I'll end up eventually. But right now, I'm based in New Jersey. Man, tick season is no joke. Only thing you gotta be like kind of cautious of out here. You don't want to sit on a bench for too long, because all of a sudden you'll see a tick on your jeans or on your wrist or something like that. No bueno. Small price to pay though. Love being out here. So I filmed 2 videos already while I was out here. One was, I believe, a 50-minute video, and the other one was about a 40-minute video. So between filming those 2 videos and the time in between them, about 2 hours. And I've been on here for an hour, aka I've been out here in the woods for approximately 3 hours. Sitting for a grand total of maybe 5 minutes. Been on my feet this whole time. Fresh air, sunlight, and exercise, the trifecta. Not only 3 hours of fresh air, sunlight, and exercise, but 3 hours we're 3 hours away from society. That's the best part about it all. That right there is the cherry on top. You know how many people I've seen today? Like 3. Like 3 people jogging. And they're out here for the same reason. Just to get away from everyone. Get away from the noise, get away from the nonsense, get away from the BS, get away from the oh God. Almost lost my shoe. One day I will have a backyard that looks like all of this. That's what I want. I want to buy a tiny little, teeny tiny little house with a lot of land, and I'll make like a dirt path around the whole perimeter. And in the dead center, I want to clear out a small spot for camping. When I get to that point, not if, but when I get to that point, I'm probably going to be spending more nights sleeping out in my own personal woods than I do in that small little house. Maybe I'll just buy land without a house and just camp 365 days a year. That's the dream right there. That's the goal. That's the plan. So we're approaching an hour. We're a couple seconds away from hitting the 1 hour mark. I'll say it one last time. If anybody has any Q&A questions for me, I'd be happy to answer them. That's what I like doing during live streams. If anybody has questions about, money or prepping or camping, let's get some questions rolled out. If you have some off-topic questions, people have asked me about things that are going on in their personal life and how I would handle them. Those questions are always welcome as well. So if anybody has any questions, I will do my best to answer. So let's hear them in the chat. Chickens, campfire, celeries from Montreal. Ooh, Montreal. My guy I used to work with, his car was made in Montreal, and he's a little bit of how do I say this nicely? He's a lunatic. And he thought that his car being made in Montreal meant that the Canadian Secret Service built it special for him. I don't know, just random fun fact. He also thought that he has the ability to pull his spinal cord out of his skeleton, but that's a story for a different stream. At some point today, I gotta pull my spinal cord out of my skeleton. Oh man. Thank God I got transferred. I don't miss that guy. Let's see, are we in the free and clear over here? Ah, we are. Sometimes I walk by and somebody's sitting over here in this little hidden spot on the bench. Got it to myself today. Let's go. Man, I love being out here. It doesn't get old. I don't even know how long I've been filming videos outside. I don't mean today. I know it's been about 3 hours today, but it's been a while. It has to have been a year or more. I don't remember. Just come out here, hit record, say what I need to say, and then end the video. I like doing that. Oh man. So yeah, during this live stream right here, you're actually getting to see where my videos are filmed. This is where I start a lot of the videos. Like you'll notice that I usually have the tub of G Fuel sitting up there. Yep, this is where a lot of my videos are started. A lot of them are on this bench too. The birds chirping and everything. Early in the morning, you can hear the crickets. You can hear deer running around. So much nicer than neighbors slamming their car doors and arguing with each other and listening to that crap music. I mean rap music. No, I mean crap music. Dogs barking, people arguing with one another. So nobody has any questions? Haven't streamed in probably like a year. No questions at all? Enjoying the birds. Yeah, me too. We'll say this, haven't stumbled upon a bear. And thankfully no mountain lions in this area, but I wouldn't be completely surprised if there were a bear here at some point. This is just a small section. It's just like a small wooded area section. It's not like for example, obviously there are no walls surrounding me, but if there were, that wall beyond all this wooded area is a river. That wall beyond the wooded area is a big giant park. That wall would be just like more suburban, and same for that wall over there. Suburban, river, park. So it's not like it's a massive place with all types of crazy creatures. It's just a small wooded area. Do I carry any lucky silver? I do have silver in my pocket at the moment. Hey, there we go, guy biking. I do have some silver in my pocket because I will be filming a video about silver a little bit later. Other than that, no, I do not carry silver. Only if I know I'm going to make a video about silver. I currently have a 5-ounce sunshine bar and a silver eagle in my pocket, and I can't remember if I packed some 90% in my bag. I might have. I think I did, actually. And some fractional gold. But yeah, no, I don't carry silver with me. I prefer to run lean. Something else that I'm doing is I'm trying to get rid of as much stuff as possible. Simplify my life even more. My goal is that I want to have so little I can go and get a small U-Haul and load up all my belongings in one trip if and when I decide to move. That's how I don't want to have a lot of stuff. I want to have as little as possible. I have found that the less I have, the happier I am. And that goes for what I take with me out when I go filming, what I take with me when I go to work. I try to carry the smallest amount of stuff as possible. I don't like having a lot of stuff on me. Clutter. Oh no, here comes a loud talker. I can hear her all the way down there. Can't even see her yet and I can hear her. You might be able to hear her too. I don't know if it's two women talking to each other or if it's just one woman on the phone. She's not even talking English. God, she's on the phone. Anyway, just a prime example of what I try to get away from. But one person walking by is not the end of the world. Let's see. Oh, now she's talking English. See what I mean? That's the type of person I try to get away from by coming out here. Get away from the noise, get away from the stress. Alright, so this stream has been an hour and 10 minutes. I was hoping it would be more utilized as an opportunity to do a live Q&A. Didn't really promote the stream. I just kind of said, screw it. I clicked the go live button. But yeah, live streams, they used to be a lot of fun. Live streams, starting about a year and a half ago, they stopped being fun, which is one of the variety of reasons I stopped. But I just came on. I was like, let me give it a shot. Why not? I'm already out here. I have the ability to go live. Why not? But yeah, I don't know. People don't really like. I don't know. Live streams just aren't really all that fun anymore, I guess. I don't know. Not fun to do, and they're also not really they're not really fun to watch anymore either. But oh well. Thank you to those of you who did tune in. Appreciate you stopping by. I'm gonna head out of here. I am absolutely starving. Gonna go grab some food. Grab some of the camping equipment that I got the other day. Recharge my batteries and go out and film a couple more videos. I want to review some of that camping equipment. I have Silver Dart, appreciate you being here. I have one video is going to be about some of the camping supplies that I bought on Amazon's Prime Day sale, where everything was like, I don't know, a lot of stuff that I was buying was like 20+% off, and it was stuff that I needed to buy anyway. So I'm going to do an Amazon Prime Day camping supply sale, or camping supply review video. And then I have a separate video that I'm going to film about this. It's like a heavy-duty winter sleeping bag, like a 0-degree sleeping bag that I got. That's going to have its own separate video. So I'm going to film those today. I'm going to try to. And I have 2 more silver videos that I'd like to film after those. One of which is going to be an update on the Silver Kraken. And another one is going to be a response video to something that another channel said regarding silver. I would like to take what they said, piggyback off of it, and add some of my own thoughts, because I thought it was an interesting words coming from a channel that talks about silver, regarding their opinion on silver. So I got about 4 more videos that I still need to film, 2 videos that I need to edit, and then I'm going to be done for the day. So I guess I'm going to wrap up the stream. I'm not getting any last-minute questions. If anybody has any last-minute questions, you're more than welcome to ask away as I'm wrapping this up. But yeah, I'm starving. As always, hit the like button if you don't mind. Subscribe if you are not subscribed already. Subscribe to my second channel. I have 2 channels for a reason, so please be subscribed to both. If you're subscribed to one, you should be subscribed to the other. Feel free to pick up a t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, or coffee mug in the DYDSS store. Link in the description. Try out some G Fuel Energy Formula. Link in the description. Get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. Link in the description. They actually have a promo going on where if you refer 3 friends by August 2nd. So you got like, what, a week and a half left to do that? 3 people that you know, they're going to give you a spin on the wheel. I can actually show you. Oh, no, I can't show you. I'm live streaming from my phone. I forgot. But yeah, you can win bare minimum $100 worth of Apple stock, or all the way up to $1,000 worth of Apple stock, which you can just, sell and buy something else if you don't want the apple stock. So link to that will be in the description. Everything is linked in the description. Thank you for those of you who tuned in. Appreciate you being here. And see you when I post today's video, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.